Our planet, a sphere of breathtaking beauty, harbors within its embrace domains of unimaginable danger. From desolate landscapes ravaged by conflict to the towering peaks of treacherous mountains, danger takes on many forms. Join me as we venture into the heart of these perilous realms where survival is a constant struggle and the line between life and death is often razor-thin. We will journey to war-torn regions where the echoes of conflict still ring in the air and the scars of battle run deep. We will scale the treacherous slopes of mountains where the very air we breathe grows thin and the elements themselves conspire to thwart our every step. Our quest for the most dangerous places will take us to the heart of storms, where nature unleashes its raw fury, and to the depths of jungles where danger lurks in every shadow. Prepare yourself, for the path ahead is fraught with peril. Our journey begins in the desolate landscapes scarred by war. Here, amidst the rubble and ruin, the threat of violence hangs heavy in the air. These are places where the echoes of gunfire and the cries of the afflicted linger long after the battles have ceased. In the war-torn regions of the Middle East, ancient cities lie in ruins, their once proud structures reduced to rubble. Families huddle in makeshift shelters, their lives torn apart by the ravages of conflict. The constant threat of sniper fire and landmines makes every step a gamble, a desperate roll of the dice. Across the globe, in the heart of Africa, civil wars rage on, fueled by poverty, ethnic tensions, and the insatiable greed for power. Villages are razed to the ground, their inhabitants forced to flee for their lives, becoming refugees in their own land. Children, robbed of their innocence, bear witness to unspeakable horrors, their futures forever scarred by the trauma they have endured. The legacy of war is a toxic one, poisoning the land and its people for generations to come. Unexploded ordnance lies hidden beneath the surface, a constant threat to those who dare to return and rebuild their shattered lives. The psychological scars run deep, invisible wounds that may never fully heal. But even in the darkest of times, the human spirit endures. From the scarred landscapes of war, we ascend to the towering heights of treacherous mountains. Amidst jagged peaks and icy slopes, nature presents a formidable challenge. The air grows thin, oxygen scarce, survival depends on resolve and respect for the elements. The Himalayas, home to the highest peaks, stand as a testament to nature's grandeur. Beneath their beauty lies unforgiving cold, treacherous icefalls, and altitude sickness. Countless climbers have perished in their quest to conquer these giants. The Andes present their own unique challenges. Volcanic peaks pierce the sky, while paths wind through dense cloud forests. Altitude sickness can strike without warning, leaving climbers vulnerable. Even the Alps and Rockies demand respect. Sudden storms can blanket slopes in blinding snow, creating avalanche conditions. Climbers can be swept away, their cries swallowed by the mountain. Yet mountains hold an undeniable allure. They beckon to adventurers, offering a chance to test their limits. For those who dare, the rewards can be great. From the summit, the world stretches out below, a vast tapestry of peaks. From the lofty heights of treacherous mountains, we descend into the heart of nature's fury. Hurricanes, tornadoes, and blizzards unleash raw power with terrifying unpredictability. Hurricanes churn across the sea, slamming into coastlines with devastating force. Homes reduced to rubble, trees uprooted, and communities inundated by storm surges. Tornadoes carve a path of devastation, their funnel clouds reaching down like claws. With wind speeds exceeding 300 miles per hour, they rip apart buildings. Blizzards paralyze regions, burying cities under snow and ice. Roads become impassable, power lines snap, and the cold threatens with hypothermia. Yet there is beauty in the raw energy of a storm. The swirling clouds of a hurricane, illuminated by lightning, possess a mesmerizing power. The funnel cloud of a tornado inspires awe and terror in equal measure, and the silent snowfall of a blizzard transforms the landscape into a winter wonderland. We leave behind the fury of nature's storms and venture now into the heart of the jungle, a realm of lush greenery, vibrant life, and lurking danger. Here, beneath a canopy so thick that sunlight struggles to penetrate, lies a world teeming with both beauty and peril. The air is thick with humidity, the ground a tangled web of roots and vines and the sounds of the jungle, a symphony of buzzing insects, chattering monkeys and the calls of exotic birds, both alluring and unsettling. The Amazon rainforest, a vast expanse of green covering much of South America, is perhaps the most iconic example of a jungle environment. Home to an estimated 10% of the world's known species, it is a biodiversity hotspot, a living laboratory of evolution. But amidst this abundance of life, danger lurks at every turn. Jaguars, the apex predators of the Amazon, stalk the forest floor, their powerful limbs and sharp claws capable of taking down prey much larger than themselves. Anacondas, giant snakes that can grow to over 20 feet in length, lie in wait beneath the murky waters, constricting their prey with deadly force. Poison dart frogs, their brightly colored skin a warning to predators, secrete toxins so potent that a single touch can be fatal. But the dangers of the jungle extend beyond its wildlife. Disease-carrying insects like mosquitoes spread malaria, dengue fever, and other debilitating illnesses. Thorny plants, their stems covered in barbs, can tear at exposed flesh, leaving behind painful welts. And the jungle itself, with its dense vegetation and lack of clear landmarks, can be a disorienting and unforgiving place to navigate. Our journey takes us now to the fiery heart of volcanoes, those mountains that breathe fire, spewing molten rock and ash from the depths of the earth. These geological marvels, both awe-inspiring and terrifying, remind us of the immense power beneath our feet. Mount Vesuvius, looming over the Bay of Naples, erupted in 79 AD, burying Pompeii and Herculaneum. Mount St. Helens erupted in 1980, devastating hundreds of square miles of forest. Kilauea on the Big Island of Hawaii is one of the most active volcanoes on Earth. While less explosive, Kilauea's eruptions remind us that the Earth is dynamic and ever-changing. Volcanoes create new land, enrich soils, and release gases that shape our planet. Volcanic activity, while destructive, is essential to Earth's natural cycles. From the fiery breath of volcanoes, we descend into the concrete jungles of some of the world's most crime-ridden cities. Here, amidst towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, a different kind of danger lurks, a human-made threat that preys on the vulnerable and casts a shadow over even the brightest of urban landscapes. In certain cities, poverty, inequality, and corruption have created a breeding ground for lawlessness. Gangs rule the streets, their influence extending like a suffocating grip, trapping residents in a cycle of violence and fear. Drug trafficking, human trafficking, and extortion become commonplace, their corrosive effects eating away at the fabric of society. In some neighborhoods, the sound of gunfire echoes through the night, a grim soundtrack to a life lived on the edge. Stray bullets claim innocent lives, children grow up too fast amidst the violence, and the hope of a better future seems like a distant dream. The police, often outgunned and outmanned, struggle to maintain order, their presence a constant reminder of the dangers that lurk just beneath the surface. Yet, even in these challenging circumstances, there are those who refuse to give in to despair. Community leaders, often putting their own lives at risk, work tirelessly to break the cycle of violence, providing opportunities for young people and offering a glimmer of hope in the darkness. As we conclude our journey to some of the most dangerous places on Earth, we are left with a profound sense of the fragility of life and the resilience of the human spirit. From war-torn landscapes to treacherous mountains, from the heart of storms to the depths of jungles, we have witnessed both the destructive power of nature and the indomitable will of humanity to survive and even thrive in the face of adversity. But our journey has also reminded us that danger is not always confined to remote or exotic locations. It can lurk in our own backyards in the form of crime, violence, and social injustice. It is a reminder that true security comes not just from protecting ourselves from physical harm, but also from building a more just and equitable world for all. Let us carry with us the lessons we have learned from these dangerous places, the importance of respect for nature, the need for compassion and understanding, and the belief that even in the darkest of times, hope can still flourish. For it is in confronting the challenges of our world that we discover our shared humanity and our capacity for greatness.